feel like you've grown the most this season, being moved around a lot, being asked to do more things just in terms of this game thing? Like, where have you seen yourself grow the most?
The position switch again, something I'm not new to, but just the ability to learn and understand why I'm supposed to be in certain places at certain times, just with the scheme of our defense. And Coach Wright's done an awesome job of taking me in with open arms with the position switch and really helping me learn fast because we don't really have any time to waste. Obviously, again, in the ACC play, it kind of just happened, so I'm really appreciative of him.
Is there a lesson you've learned from him that helped you make one of those 3 big plays today?
Not even. I wouldn't say lesson. It's just everything that we go over. Like we go over every situation. As being an older guy, I don't really have as much class as the younger guys do, so I have a lot of free time to be in there, just talking to him about situations, what he sees, what I see, situations like that come up every day in practice. So it's just the repetition that helps when you see it in game.
All over the field, your turnovers obviously very important as the offense capitalized on that. Can you just talk about defense contributing then to the offense?
Yeah, it's about time we start getting the ball away from them. We've been getting like one every couple games, whatever it was, whatever the stats were, and it's just something we needed to improve on, and that was part of Coach's, I wouldn't say pregame speech, but just throughout the week he was really persistent on taking the ball away and getting the ball back in Kyle's hands because, you guys see what he does with it, right? There's not going to be many people or anyone who could stop him in our eyes. So just getting the ball back in his hands is really important for us.
Tuesdays.
You guys have faced running quarterbacks throughout the season. As a linebacker, safety, whatever role you got, how has your mentality changed, like in the middle of a play when you know someone can just take off right at you?
It's just understanding where your leverage is, right? Where your help is, where everyone else is going to be when you're breaking on the ball. And it's something that we've gotten better at, and we still need to continue getting better at. Obviously, you see some big plays still, and all those big plays are on us as linebackers. We'll take the blame for that, especially because we're on the second level. But it's something we need to get better at still.
Aiden, then Emily.
Yeah, halfway through the season now, going in the second bye, just how do you assess how this defense has done so far and what it can improve on going into the second half?
Yeah, you look at the first quarter of the games, and then you look at the second quarter, right? We just finished the second quarter of games. So you look at the numbers, the stats. Numbers don't lie, right? And it's something that our coaches are big on. They're going to show us everything and see where we've improved, where we got worse, where we stayed the same, and we take those as lessons and try and improve those things in practice, right? Because it's not just going to happen in games. And Coach Fran's really big on that. And just the comparison from now to the last 4 years I've been here, practice is so different. And you guys probably saw it when you were there in fall camp in the spring.
Emily.
Coach mentioned that complacency, not being complacent, was like a big theme of this week. I guess, what was the messaging there? Like, was it tied to the fact that you guys were coming off this big win, or was it something else? Like, what was the messaging there?
He always talks about October's for defenders. And by that, I don't know if he wants me to share that, but I said it already, so it's kind of, we got to get go with it. You defend what you say you are, right? We've been telling each other that, we're a contender, right? We can do what we want to do, and we got to defend that now in October.
Anything else for Justin? Good. Questions for Kyle? Aiden.
Yeah, Kyle, just spreading the ball around to a lot of guys tonight, 3 guys over 6 receptions. Just how do you try to attack the different areas and get a lot of guys involved to really go after the defense?
Yeah, I think some of it obviously depends on the play call, and I think the other part of it is what defense they try to run. I feel like teams are starting to have to pick and choose where they want to stop us. I thought we ran the ball pretty well tonight, and then, like you said, spreading the ball around. I think all the guys did a good job of getting open, and they were pressuring a lot, which left a lot of one-on-one matchups, and the line did a good job of giving me enough time to get the ball out.
Coach Fran said that one of the words, like themes this week, was complacency and not being complacent. Just, I guess, a little bit more about what the messaging was there and what you took from that personally.
I think the biggest thing for us was after a big win, like how do you come back the next week? And obviously, earlier in the year, a big win against Georgia Tech, we had a letdown the next week and lost to a team that, in my mind, I thought we were better than. And then coming off a big win last week. How are we going to respond? And I feel like the guys did a good job of obviously celebrating the win, but then as soon as Sunday came and it was time to get on the NC State, did a good job of putting UNLV behind and really focusing on NC State and coming out with that same mindset that we had last week, which was good.
You guys were really aggressive in the red zone, fourth down, not settling for the field goal, wanting to go for 7. How do you think that aggressiveness has evolved over the season? Have you guys gotten more confident when you get down there?
Yeah, I think our red zone offense today was not great. Left a lot of points on the field, but we were aggressive for sure. And so I think that is the coaches having trust in the offense that we're going to go score, and then at the same time, if we don't score like we did a few times tonight, having trust in the defense that they're going to go out and get us a stop. And the defense played great tonight. A lot of bend, don't break, and a lot of big turnovers as well. So I think they're just kind of the two sides of it. But as an offense, we need to do better of finishing drives. Felt like we moved the ball really well, but didn't quite finish the way I thought we should have tonight.
Okay, 2 more for Kyle. We'll start with Emily.
What was it like just having Dan a little bit more involved in the offense this week, and what does he bring to the table in his tight end role?
Yeah, I think Dan is really like a Swiss Army knife for the offense, and obviously you guys saw it last year, everything that he can do. The first few games, I think we underutilized him a little bit, and then this week we did a good job of just getting the ball in his hands, and he ran hard, picked up I think 2 big first downs with the Wildcat, and then caught a ball as well. So the more we can get Dan involved, the better, and I think he gives the offense a lot of he's just a great weapon to use in different areas.
Emily.
Going into that last 4th and 7 you guys tried to convert on, I think you were the target there from McCord, I guess. What was the conversation going into that about going for it there instead of kicking the field goal?
I can't tell you the conversation, but like I said, just trusting our coaches, man. Our coaches want to go for that 4th and 7, and that's on me, man. I should have dove. I should have did something extra. I just tried to run through them. I definitely could have did a little bit more to get that first down, but at the end of the day, just trusting our coaches, man. Our coaches called that, and Kyle put trust in me to throw it to me, and I came up short, man. I definitely should have made that play, but we're gonna go back to the film. We're gonna fix it.
Cooper.
Jackson, what does it mean for the offense to have extra opportunities off of the defensive performance today? 3 turnovers caused.
They played good.
21 points scored off of them. Just what does that mean for your group?
Man, we love playing complimentary football, man. That's all Coach Fran preaches about is complimentary football. So just being able to go capitalize off the defense's turnovers, just being able to, for us to score and the defense go out there and get a stop, man. It's just we got to keep playing complimentary football. And like I said, when we play up to our potential, I honestly don't feel like it's a lot of people that can mess with us.
Last 2 for Coach. Before you Coach, we'll start with Tyler and go over to Keith Nation.
Last time you guys faced an onside kick was that Georgia Tech game when the Yellow Jackets did get an onside kick. Today you were out there, you grabbed the onside kick at the end of the game. Any changes in strategy or what the team was focusing on from a few weeks ago to now?
Honestly, it was the same strategy. It's just this time I attacked the ball instead of just watching it go past my face like I did in the Georgia Tech game. Because if you're watching the Georgia Tech game, me and Coach Fran was talking about it, I should have attacked that ball as soon as it popped up in the air. I shouldn't have watched it drop. I should have attacked it just like I did today. So, honestly, just like I said, man, our coaches scheme up great stuff for us, and if we go out there and execute, then, it's not a lot to be said.
During the off-script, little McCord scamper to the right side, and then you finding the zone, selling the zone, the 2-yard touchdown. What is it like having that connection with McCord to be able to make those off-script plays where the play may be falling apart?
All the reps in practice, man. I trust Kyle a lot, and I feel like Kyle knows where I'm going to be a lot of times. And like I said, the more we practice, and practice execution is game reality. So the more we practice those situations, man, and the game is just like doing it another rep in practice, man. So like I said, I trust Kyle, and Kyle trusted me in that moment, and it worked out good.
All right, thanks, Jackson.